Hey there, welcome back. Um, Forgot to start my stream. Today I'm just trying to get a trying to experiment, trying to learn combine framework and experiment with my APIs, server APIs. So yeah, so basically, um, I'm creating a sign-in request. Sorry, sign-in response. This is needs to be decodable, and once I am forming the request here, so from this tutorial, um, Vadim Bulavin, if I'm pronouncing it right, I have taken this. I'm creating a request now. Post method. I'm trying to create a sign-in request, and the body should be a data format. So I'm trying to create a body. Just a sec. Okay, so the data would be a JSON with username and password. So JSON data. So if I go here in resources, if I say new file, say login data.json, so I'll just paste this here. So and in my playground, bundle dot main path for resource. Is this how we load? This is how we load in the project. I'm not sure whether this is the same thing, the same way we load it down in the playground. Let's see. It's giving some error. Let's just run this and see what is the path. Login data JSON, and if we do contents of file, data dot init with contents of file, contents of URL, and URL would be file URL with path string. Okay, I don't think. Okay, this returns and this returns this. Okay, yes, got it. Can throw error, put it under try. I know it should return data, so let's be sure that it's returning some data. 51 bytes. Okay, and we can, what else we need? A URL request with post method and listen. Do we need content type? We may need to set headers, but let's see. Let's just print it. Not sure whether it will return. Expected to decode array, but found a dictionary in the underlying. Okay, so map is basically for, let's just get rid of that operator and see, requires a type called URL session. URL session data output response and data and response. JSON decoder input akka data be equivalent. So basically URL session data task publisher output is of type data and response. So we need to take the data for a second. Let's just print. It should print whatever data we received. No. It doesn't have anything. Okay. Okay, let's just start from here. Let's see some examples how they are done. For URL request, so URL is there, cancelable URL session dot try map element and return data in. So there is a response. So this is the URL response they were speaking, and HTTP response status 0. Okay, so data task publisher produces a tuple that contains a data and URL response. You can use the ma operator to convert the contents of this tuple into another type. If you want to inspect the response before inspecting the data, use try map and throw an error. So they are asking us to use a try map. So here why is it not? Failure URL domain code -1001. So we are trying to do exactly same here. But instead of user, I am using sign in response. So there is no URL session. So URL session cancelable. Where does that cancelable come from? Okay. For URL request, sign in response decodable print received. There's something wrong somewhere, something we are missing here. I'm not sure. Domain failure. Let's do one thing. We can do a native thing. Data task with URL request. Where do we get the completions for this? Okay. Print data, print URL response, and print. So I think at least this should give us some idea whether there is a failure happening. Okay, there is some data which we are not able now convert data into string. String by decoding data. Awesome. Print str. Why is it not printing? This is not coming inside this, so this is a problem. Yeah, am I missing something? Hmm. Oh, we didn't resume the data task. We have to start the data task. Okay. So all this while we were, yes, and we got something here. It's 400 methods post. Yes, we did post. Oh, cross origin. Okay, cross origin is allowed. Application JSON, e tag, invalid data, error invalid data. So that is thing. So error invalid data. So data with contents of file. Do we have any other option? Contents of file. I think we this. So basically, we may not be getting this data to try catch error. So this is where we are going wrong. Most probably print e dot localized description. Okay. And now we can try to decode this and see what is that we are getting. Okay, so data is getting encoded and decoded properly. Why is there no double quotes on the docs? This is the correct JSON file. Let's see. Oh man. Okay. Why is it not allowing me to? Okay. I do have to quit and launch again. I'm not sure. So let's see. Mm-hmm. A running playground.
Okay, I think today it's not gonna be productive. We got this.
We can get rid of this part, and we can get rid of this part. Let's see what happens. So it says invalid data. Can I print the URL request? HTTP method. Okay, HTTP body. I have set this properly. Okay. Do we need to set headers? Set value header field content type. Okay, so that's good. We received something, user ID, personal data. So this was the problem. We haven't set the header type. So now that we know URL request is proper, we are sending it here. So I'll just stop it and we will rerun it so that we are able to parse. So received completion full expires in token. Okay, we got this all right. So try map HTTP and we are decoding using decodable. Then we are syncing. Received completion, received login details. So basically what we need to do is have to take this login response and okay, good. Now that we know how to trigger an API and get the now we can use this token, add it to all future requests. So when I say expenses, so expense get expenses, there's no body and the header authorization should have this, and we don't need to give any encoding. So this is also the okay, this is a get request. So now we okay, good. Now what can we access a variable outside? So where login response is of type sign in response, and we store this response. Okay, we store this in this. Now what we will do is we'll create a similar request. Okay, this has to be called from this. So there should be a function get expense, okay, which will have this. I'm just calling it here. Hopefully it gets detected. So I'll be using this API. Okay, and this is a get request, and I don't have anything here. I don't have anything here. I just need to add authorization, and then here bearer, and then I will have the sign in response dot token. So I should be proceeding only if I have the token, else I should not print no token and return. So this is what the token does. Use of unresolved identifier token. Okay, let token. Okay, now we have the authorization. Again, we'll do the same thing. This is just experimental. We have to have a common code base for everything. So it's never used. Okay, shared session for URL request. This is get. I have authorization token here. Let's just check once. Okay. Hopefully we will get the response. Yes, we got the response. So now we should get a response here. We got one response and we should be getting another one. It should not have taken this much time. At least there should be an error thrown. Maybe we missed somewhere. Auth token, auth token, print, get expenses, auth token, and we are printing auth token here. Let's see where else we can put a statement. Saved for expenses. Okay, I didn't receive. So oh, it just finished. Oh, this is bad. So we got the data, but we were not able to decode it because the response type we are expecting here is sign in response type, whereas it should be an expense. So I won't be decoding it here completely. So what I will do is I will get the data here, received expenses, and let's just unserialize it. Sorry, that was a bad choice of word. So let's just decode it here. Data invalid conversion from throwing to non-throwing function. Hopefully this should solve. This doesn't throw any error. We don't want this decode. Let's see how it goes. Received expenses completion. So this gets tuple and $0 is. So let's just stop this. We know we are getting into get expense, received, and finished. Nope, JSON is not serializing it here. Received. Okay, it's not receiving. It's not going inside try map. It's printing the bearer token here, and then it is completing it here. It's not coming inside. What are we doing wrong? So this is a URL request. This is so request cancelable. Or is it because we need to give accept headers or any kind of headers? No. Okay, so far we were able to get the login details and we are able to get the expense. No, we are not able to get the expense. We just tried. Okay, we'll continue this tomorrow. So hopefully we will get some breakthrough. So once we get this, what we will do is once we parse it here, then we will use publisher and subscriber to update our views. So the major blocker is we get the response here. So tomorrow what we'll do is we'll have a struct with type expense which is decodable, and in that expense we need all this. So we will just remove this and make it as let, and do this as string. Amount, this is double, this is again a string, this will keep it as string, I'm not sure, yeah, this will keep it as string, we'll take a look at it later. String does not confirm decodable protocol. Okay, try map. So what we'll do is expense and scenario. This won't work. Item generic item cannot be inferred. I think I saw some map dot map. There is a tuple. Data, comma, URL response in. I'm not sure whether this works or not. I'm just giving it a try. Nope, doesn't work. It's not going to come inside map. It's not even printing any errors. Okay, let's get to this tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We did half the progress and the rest half will be done tomorrow. Continued from wherever we stopped.